Hi, Happy New Year. This is Heather Cairncross and this is my first video of 2014 in which I'm hoping to help you claim your PPL income. Now, there are professional services available to do this for you, but they then take a percentage of that income ongoing. So if you're a musician and you've got a bit of time at home, which I know a lot of you have, I do, maybe you might want to have a go at claiming it yourself. It's a bit time consuming, the website is a little bit clunky, but hopefully I can point you in the right direction. So here we are on the pplut.com website. You can click on About Us up here and you can read all about the things they do. But basically what you need to know is they're probably holding some money for you if you've sung or played on a recording that's been played on the radio or perhaps the television. So you have to join first. If you haven't joined PPL, if you go down to the page and what are the benefits of joining, and there's a link there, become a member. Okay, I'm assuming you've already done that and got your PPL login details. They're very helpful. You can give them a call. The people at the office are great. So anyway, I'm going to log in to my account. Ooh, that's told me I can't do that. That's probably because... There we go, I'm already logged in here. So if you go to when you log in, this is the page that you get. This is the home page. If you're not on there, you can just click on home and there you go. We come to the right page. So you go to claims, make a claim. Now today, I'm going to try and show you how to make a claim. I sang on a Monteverdi choir recording recently, which has done very well, of the Bach motets. So you think it would be quite an easy one to find because it's a recent recording. It's the Monteverdi choir, John Eliot Gardiner is conducting, and it's called Bach Motet, so it's quite simple. Now, when you first log in, usually you come to this page, the basic page, if you look at these tabs. And let me just show you how, if we just search for those things, Monteverdi choir, and so it comes up with all these different versions of the Monteverdi choir. I know there's no orchestra on this one, so here's the one that says John Eliot Gardiner, the Monteverdi choir. So let's just try that one. And the title is Bach Motets. And let's do a search. It comes up with no recording exists. Now I know it does exist because I found it already on the website earlier. So let's take back to the search form and I'll show you some steps that might help you find those things. If you just click back on your browser bar, it's not so great. There we go. Right, so now first of all I would suggest you go to the Advanced tab. It just gives you a bit more control over the search criteria that you use. Now, as you saw, there's all different ways. When people are registering CDs, they write them in different order, they use capitals, they may use hyphens. Everybody does it a slightly different way, so this is why it's quite difficult to find things. It seems it's quite difficult to find things on this website. So, because I'm looking for a CD as opposed to one particular track, what I'm going to do now is change from recording to products, because the CD is a product, and content type audio, that's fine. So the other thing you can do is change equal to, if it's going to do it, it's twirling, there we go, equal to, includes the words, and that just covers you in case you've put it slightly wrong. So let's go. I'm going to put the capital lock on as well, because that sometimes helps. Monteverdi choir. Okay, and well, let's just try and search. Oh, here we go. It's given us all the options again. So let's choose that one, John Eliot Gardiner at the Monteverdi choir. You can not choose one, just click anywhere else on the window, and sometimes that works. So if I click search, see what happens. Now, there's an awful lot, obviously, because the Monteverdi choir, it's their 50th anniversary year here. So if you look on the left-hand side as I'm scrolling, here we go, Bach, St. Matthew Passion, John Passion, Mass, no motets. So that's really strange, isn't it? So let's give it a few more search criteria. Back to the search form. Let's add something else, add more. So now we're going to do product title. Let's change it to includes the words just to be on the safe side, and Bach motets. Now see all the different versions of the way people have written Bach motets. So I'm not going to choose any of them. I'm just going to click on the white space and see what happens now. Oh, still nothing. Now I know this is rubbish, and this is why a lot of people get bogged down and think, oh, I can't do it, I can't find anything, and then they go and pay somebody to do it. So let's try some other things. Let's take off, for instance, let's lose the Monteverdi choir and just see how we do with just Bach motets. Now here we go. We've got some Bach motets, Cantus Köln, and here we go. St John Eliot Gardner. Now this is interesting. The Monteverdi choir is not mentioned at all. It's only the conductor. Obviously he did it completely on his own. But this is the right one because this is the Soli Deo Gloria. Soli Deo Gloria, better correct myself on that. That's the recording company that they use now. I know there was another Bach motet recording, but that was, I think, Deutsche Grammophon or somebody like that. So here we go. We've got the right thing we need. And if we click on JS Bach motets, it gives us the product. This is just the product. So we can't make a claim from there. But if you look here, track listings, if you click on that, there we go. Then we have all the tracks that we might be singing on. And I happen to know I'm singing on all of them. So from here, we can click here and that selects all the tracks. And then we can make a claim. Let's go back to the top and click on this make a claim. But I'm just going to take you back and show you a few more things that might explain how we find these things. So now I found the easiest way to find things is by the catalogue number. Now the catalogue number is on the spine of the CD. Now if we go to Amazon, and all I'm going to do is put in Bach motets. And they've come up with one Gardner, so let's try that. And there we are. So they obviously have somewhat of a more sophisticated search engine than PPL, but there we are. They're making lots of money, and this CD is selling very well. Now, if you have a look at that, there's SDG, that's the recording company, and there is the catalogue number. So I'm just going to try searching. So it's SDG 716. Let's go back to the search form. Product title, and we want to choose catalogue number equals to SDG, what was it, memory like a sieve, 716. 716. So if we'd known that, we could probably done a bit of research on Amazon, found out the catalogue number, save yourself an awful lot of time. So let's search with that, and there we go, it comes up straight away. Click on Bach motets, track listings, select them all. Now sometimes you're not on all the tracks. I remember when I made a claim for a Dublin version of the Messiah I did with the Dunedin Consort, when I put my evidence in, PPL questioned that I was singing on the tenor aria, and they were quite right to do so, but I hadn't realised that you need to check every single track on the CD to make sure you are singing. Now I happen to know that even though I'm not singing on every part of everyone, for instance in Jesu meine Freude, they've listed this as one track, so I'm definitely singing on quite a few bits of it, so I'm going to claim for all of those. So we've chosen all the ones we've got and press make a claim, and that will put those claims into our shopping basket. Here we go. So now you can either carry on claiming or you can make this claim. Now as we've got quite a few tracks, it's 19 tracks, I'm going to go to the claims basket, and if you watch video number 2 I'll show you how to do that.